Oh, whoops. Yo, this is me again. Hi, and this is my Hisn Kayfa into Caliphate into Mughals run. So I started as little Hisn Kayfa here, and it's actually quite easy to ally the Ottomans in Hisn Kayfa. So I allied the Ottomans, called them into the war, against AQ, and then gave them some land in Isel to make them happy. Then after that, I participated in one of their wars to get favors and called them in against QQ. Then after that, I attacked Georgia, released Armenia, and attacked Imereti and got Imereti as a vassal. And then after that, I attacked QQ again with the help of the Ottomans, took a big long chunk like that. Then I got attacked by the Mamluks, if I'm not wrong, and they occupied yeah, I got attacked by the Mamluks and they occupied my country, like literally all of my country. But with the help of the Ottomans, I was able to come back and eat them and even eat some of their country. Then after that, I just kind of chilled for a while because, oh my god. And then I took some of QQ and Mushasha and annexed one province minor AQ. I also tried to avoid conflict with the Mamluks until now, until I got more powerful. And then I took a Snek to take as many of their forts as possible. I actually couldn't take Damascus because the Ottomans were occupying it, and they just wanted it, even though they couldn't take it, which was very annoying. But I kind of just took an L there. Um, then I kept kind of expanding east while kind of trying to avoid the Timurids for as long as possible because I don't like fighting big wars. It's just like I think it's annoying. Then I fought the Mamluks again because out of necessity. I annexed Armenia, and then I actually gave back this province to Basra with return core because that would have let me vassalize them. So now I got a little vassal in Basra. So then I had another war with the Mamluks where I took Cairo. That was me expanding my vassalism already. And then I think I have a war with the Timurids. Did I do a war with them? Yeah, I had a war with the Timurids and I released Ajam as a vassal there for more reconquest because I didn't have the admin points to court and it was taking admin idea and it was taking eco. Then after that I annexed Imereti. I fought a war with Lurstan, gave Basra some stuff. And then I fought Timurids again and vassalized Fars and gave Fars back a lot of land because Fars was one province minor and I diplo vassalized him and gave him back land. Then I annexed Basra. Then I fought the Mamluks and took this to kind of cockblock anyone from taking this part. Um, because originally this was meant to just be a Saladin's Legacy run, and I was meant to quit afterwards, but I just ended up playing onwards. Then I fought another war with the Timmies, gave a Ajam Fars land, and uh, cordoned off this portion of the Mamluks for myself, as well as making my board, as well as taking their forts over here because oh my god, they're annoying. Took stuff for myself, annexed Fars, annexed Medina in this part, so now the Mamluks are totally blocked off. The wars. Um, I also fought a couple of wars here. I don't remember when I got them, but I did. Annexed Ajam. Oh, this was my first war with the Ottomans. I took a tentacle to take their fort in Ankara and Koatseli, and they actually didn't have any other forts because they deleted the fort itself for whatever reason. Uh, and I couldn't take Sugla. Then afterward, so the Ottomans annexed Chandar and Karaman, which actually had a level 8 fort on it. So the next war with the Ottomans was much bigger pain. But I was able to get Austria and Venice on my side, so it was still pretty easy. I also fought a war with the Mamluks in between. I ate Hormuz. fought the Ottomans again and took all of Greece, so others couldn't. And I just totally just scored them off. I destroyed Ethiopia in a war and got the achievement and then released Sudan for OE purposes. Then I fought the Ottomans again as annexed more of Ethiopia and got really nice wars, and I fought more in Persia. And then I had a pretty big war with the Commonwealth because they had Edirne and Burgas, and the Boers were just no thank you. So I ended up chunking like this part of their country, and I also took Crimea and released it so I could get a little Mare Nostrum going. So I'm eating into India a bit now for the GCG trade nodes, and also because I don't really have anywhere else to expand because Austria has some pretty big alliances for the meantime, and I also don't want to fight them because I'm lazy. So I expanded to India, but then I noticed that Spain has the same color for me, so I use same color CB, or more accurately imperialism, to fight them sometime soon. I don't remember exactly when. I also fight Delhi. I think right around now. Yeah, I take this land from them, and then in the meantime I also fought a war against Delhi and took the stuff needed to form the Mughals. So I took the stuff from the Spanish. I formed, and I also took Ifni for like a day, and then I gave it back because I thought that because it was just too hard to administer because I didn't have a navy. So I took it and Cordoba to form the Caliphate, and then I gave Ifni back and released Granada in Cordoba to have Cordoba. So I formed the Caliphate, and then I formed the Mughals. And then after this, Portugal actually got a personal union on Spain. I don't know how, but somehow Portugal got a personal union on Spain. So after that, the wars there were just utter hell. But you know, have to deal. And I also kept that kind of disturbed me for a while. So I just kept chomping into India. All right. So this was my first war against the Portugal-Spain Union, and I basically they had like some really strong allies in Britain and Sweden, so I had to settle for these four provinces, which I took to get the Alhambra and the Ait Benadu, for the purposes of getting the monument, like the monument achievement, where you have to get 8 level 3 monuments and annul their alliances with Britain and Sweden. I also annexed Azerbaijan here. All right, so this was my second war. That I fought to keep them from allying Britain, and after this, I actually rivaled Britain, but before it was a bit hairy because I was scared they'd ally them again. So I took a lot of North Africa and all of their forts and just kind of collected my land, so it wasn't ugly. Next up, I annexed basically all of India and released the Khan. And I fought another war with Portugal, Spain, and in it I took all of North Africa and just cleaned up Granada's borders a bit. After this, I fought a war with Bamanis, the Maldives, and Bengal. And then after this, I realized that I wouldn't have enough time to annex Deccan, so I dowed Deccan while he was still my vassal, and I had a royal marriage with him, and he had 200 opinion of me, and I finished the war just in time, and I'm still coring the land that I took from him. I've cored the majority of it, but not all of it. This was my Hisn Kayfa into Mughals into Caliphate run, or Hisn Kayfa into Caliphate into Mughals run, whatever, semantics. Here it is, a whole world on very fast. Also, Keck W973 Dev Capital.